All right, the best way to do a beer review is with some friends. I got two of my closest friends here and two of my closest beer buddies on top of that. Not just friends, these are some of my beer friends. There's old Jackson in the background. What's up, Jackson? You hear me, Jackson? Yeah, Jackson hears me.
I knew he was going to do that.
Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Hey, the other day, Mike sent me all of the variants he could get his hands on that from down there in Texas because I can't get them. So we are going to do this Sir Isaac because I think we're all just super curious about this one.
Oh, man. First off, I'm just excited that you got them and they're not broken because I took them to the post office, marked the box fragile. The guy takes it and goes,
oh, yeah. That thing looked like it had been drop kick. It looked like it came straight out of an Ace Ventura movie when it showed up here. I think the UPS guy was doing a handstand and kicked it up on the porch. But no, everything was good. Nothing busted. Pro tip for everybody: if you are trading beer, don't ever do it in the summertime.
That's true.
We lost a whole can of BDCS over that mistake.
Yes, it was very sad. It was a very sad time.
Yes.
So we're going to be going into the Sir Isaac, the 2022 variant. So it's a stout aged in bourbon barrels with figs, graham crackers, and natural flavor. And they say that it should have notes of dried fruit, honey, brown sugar, and lime zest. And from what we saw before, other people reviewing, they say it just tastes like a Fig Newton. So I'm excited, man.
I wonder where the lime zest part of it comes in. You know, that's the kind of the strange note and all of that.
Like, what is this?
I wonder if it's with like the graham cracker.
Could be. All right, man. We've looked at this all day. Let's crack these things open.
All right.
Ooh. Oh man. Oh man. That smells good.
It smells like it's gonna be boozy, but you know it's only like 13.9. 13.9. But it smells kind of boozy.
Now the OBS scoring system I just come up with, Mike. I don't know if you watched my video, but if
I watched that video. It's awesome.
If you don't like it, it's a 0. If you like it, it's a 1. If it's exceptional, it's a 2. It's simple.
Dude, there is practically no head on this thing.
Oh man, let me give that a pour. I had to pour it hard to get a head on it.
Yeah, but like it's got a little bit of, it's got lacing.
Oh, that is sticky.
Yeah. But
look at that slow motion head. Don't Google that either. Slow motion head.
Well, kind of like Mike is slow motion right now. Just
oh man,
right now. So
look at
that. He's back.
Right. There it is.
Yeah, it is quick, but smell it out of that glass, man. That's a lot harder than out of the bottle.
Yeah. Oh man, there he's back.
I broke it.
He's on that good Texas internet.
Wait, I'm on Texas internet, and it's awesome.
Man, now I was talking when I did that last beer review, I talked about how the head goes away fast. If it goes away fast, it's kind of usually a good sign.
Are you on?
Yeah. What is it, babe? All right. It's not like I can't cut it. What is it, honey?
She's trying to show you.
Oh, here.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I thought you guys wasn't doing it.
Oh. All right. She's got to have my phone so she can cast the Oculus to the TV.
Oh, okay. Mike, what's going on with your internet before we like? It's like yours.
Yeah, I'm in the hotel, so
Oh.
I'm in the hotel. It was working perfectly earlier.
Yeah, until we decided to go live and record, and then
it's all good.
Well,
it's all.
So
It smells good, man.
Smells great. And like I was saying, if the head goes away fast, that's usually for me, for my palate, and I believe for Travis and Mike too. When that head goes away quick, that's usually a really good sign because that means
It's gonna be
it's
sweet.
busy.
It's gonna be sweet.
Sweet and boozy. Now, the pour, I'm giving the pour too. Like that was
It was a beautiful pour.
yeah, that was a good pour. The nose, man, I don't want to like overrate this thing, but
So what do you smell? What do you smell?
I smell fruit. I smell the fig. I smell the bourbon. Remember the first time we did like 2020s?
Yeah,
I'm getting thrown back into that, man.
The brown sugar, man. I can smell the brown sugar.
Brown sugar, yeah. Maybe there's like on the back of your tongue, like a little rollover of chocolate, but not overwhelming. Oh, that's sugar. Vanilla. There's some vanilla coming in there.
I wish I was good enough to like pull out like the lime zest and be like, oh yeah, I definitely smell the lime zest.
Oh, I don't smell any lime zest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can't smell that? I mean,
no.
No, it's mostly just fruit and like I smell fruit and brown sugar, kind of like a molasses.
Yeah,
chocolate and like I said, brown.
This like I said, I don't want to overhype this thing, but this nose is a 2 as well.
But pour and nose, I'm going with 2. They both are great. Now the next is taste, and now I worry that we started off so going high.
I don't know, man. I mean, let's just do it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, brothers. Oh,
golly.
Oh,
I do get the lime zest. I do get the lime zest right at the back.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And you just biting into a Fig Newton and but a chocolate covered Fig Newton. That's weird.
I cannot give this beer 10. Look, okay. I get the Fig Newton right off the bat. It is just like biting into a Fig Newton. The finish on this, okay, taste is going to be a 2.
Taste is definitely
it is exceptional. It is exactly what it's advertised to be. It's sweet. It's awesome. The mouthfeel on this, what do you have?
I when I smelled it, I thought it was going to be like a lot more viscous and stick to my mouth a lot more. This is actually a rather light mouthfeel. Like it's thin, goes down, but with that light mouthfeel, that's what surprised me about how long the flavor and the chocolate and stuff lingered afterwards. Because it was so light, it didn't like coat the mouth, but the flavor and taste stuck around for a lot longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, that mouthfeel is
and I'm gonna give my mouthfeel as a 2.
Your mouth feels a 2.
My mouth feels a 2. I don't want to feel like I'm chewing on tar.
Yeah.
But this has with the mouthfeel and the how long it lasts, it's odd to me. It's like opposite of what I think it should be.
Yeah.
And for that surprise alone, I'm giving this a 2 for my mouthfeel.
And I agree too, because it's not just like around your teeth and inside your lips, and it just kind of stays. And
it just lingers for a long time.
I said I wasn't going to, but the finish is also a 2. This is a 10.
Definitely.
This is a 10 for me, and that's hard to do for most beers. This is a Bourbon County Stout that I will be on the lookout for.
Yes,
yeah.
How would you rate this again? Because we started with the 20, the base. How would you rate this against that?
Man, it's there.
I think it's really similar to the 2020 base.
It does remind me of the 2020 base. You know what we should do is we should do one of these reviews on a 2020 base and see if it gets a 10. But
sadly, I was never able to try the 2020.
you don't have one?
I don't have a 2020.
Oh, we've probably got 100 of them laying around. So I'll throw one of those in the box for you, Mike.
I love it.
And we can all review the 2020 and let's go through that one. Just go back.
But 1,000 times better than the 2021 though.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah. This is imagine this, Mike, with just a little bit less of the fig hit, but
it's just a little bit less sweet. A little bit less sweet. Same flavor profile, I would say.
Okay.
Just a little bit less sweet.
I think the 20 had a little bit more chocolate,
that's where I think the less sweet, because once the sweetness goes away in your mouth, that's when the chocolate hit comes. I think with the less sweet, the chocolate just would come forward.
Now I love how this one. I love this one much more than the base this year. The 22 base is very good, but the finish, there's this little bitter, just a tiny bit of a bitter.
Tiny bit. It's not as pronounced as the 21.
Yeah.
Now I drank a 21 before I came out here to Texas, and after a year of sitting, it has mellowed out. But it needs about, I'd say, 2 more years to mellow. Then it's gonna be good to drink.
I think there's a top out on the mellowing in the bottle too, because like the 3-year-old Materfamilias I just did, and it was too mellow, like it was too muted. Everything, all those Materfamilias flavors that you get. Of course, that one was only barreled in rum barrels too, so it was a little bit different than the other ones we've had.
Man, I go back and that taste, it's
man,
there.
This is we have, how many BCSs have we tried together? My God, this is one of the best ones ever.
And I'm trying to think, like with the dark fruits, a little bit like prunes, like plum,
dates.
prune, like dates and all that stuff. But I had like dates and figs and stuff while I was deployed, and they had the sugar dates and the sugar figs and stuff that's like in the syrup. It's without the graham cracker and all that stuff from the Newtons, but I think this tastes a lot like just eating a sugared fig or a sugared date.
I'm gonna tell you,
with just a little bit of chocolate on the end.
I understand. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, definitely agree.
And the glass is still just sticky, like. Oh man,
it's sweet.
This is
I couldn't drink more than one of these.
No.
Oh, come on, you can't.
It's too sweet.
Yeah.
To have multiple, but I think as alone and you're just sitting there and you're just gonna drink one, this is perfect. And this would be, I think, a perfect occasion for like after a night of drinking or something like that. Like this is the last one before you go to bed, because it is sits short in the mouth, but the flavor lasts a long time. It's sweet. If you do this before, you're gonna lose your appetite. You're gonna feel all gross because it's gonna be too sweet to start the day. I think this is a good finisher, like a dessert.
My favorite thing to pair these with is a ribeye steak, and I think this would be awesome with a nice big old ribeye.
Oh, it's got a good mustache ride.
Yeah, that mustache ride. My mustache is actually stuck to my lip right now.
Yeah. I was worried about like spilling something and going to my beard, because then my beard would just be sticky.
Oh my God. This is hands down one of the best BCS variants I've ever tried.
Next to that
double barrel, there ain't nothing coming close to that. Elijah Craig double barrel, and I do have a line on one of those. I think I may be able to pull one of those back in.
Well, I know Cindy's got a 30-year for each of you.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna have to do that one too.
30
yes.
30 years is going to be good too, I believe. But this
it's like a massive mix of different barrels. The 30-year.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I didn't really have this high hopes for this variant, but it has blown me away. It's far exceeded what I thought it was going to be.
It was just an interesting flavor, interesting flavor profile. That same reason 2021 why I was so excited about the cola. Like I didn't even try the cola one, and I went and bought like 12 of them just because I was like, this is the one I'm excited for. And then I
Yeah,
got it,
right.
I drank it, and I was like, this is not that great. This is another one. I was super excited. Like out of all the ones when I heard about the variants, I'm like, that one is going to be the odd one out. It's going to be the odd flavor. And this is the one that I was most excited about. That's why when you're like, which one are we doing? I was like, please, let's do the Sir Isaac. I wanted to do.
I saw the Sir Isaac. I'm like, yeah, that one's gonna be good.
I'm blown away. I really am. But this is awesome. This is one of the best barrel aged beers I've ever tried. And I say that a lot, but it reminds me of the first time I did a Matter Familius with that different fruity hit. There's so much going on here.
Well, I will not. I will say it is in my top 3 of BCS. My number 1 is the Elijah Craig.
Yeah, the double barrel.
The double toasted barrel.
Yeah.
The number 2 was the
the Old Forester last year was really good too.
The Old Forester and the blend. It was the 14. The 2014. That was number 2, and this would be number 3. It actually knocks 2020 completely out of my top 3.
I would be a happy man if I had a shelf full of 2020s and these Sir Isaacs right here. I don't know that I would have to stray too far to find anything different because there's 2 distinct flavor profiles. This gives you the Matter Familius profile. I think this is the Matter Familius hit. And if you've never had a Matter Familius, I'm telling you, go try one of those things. They are awesome.
Well, I tell you that, like I said, I didn't get to 2020,
but
Cindy won me a 2013 from Todd and Andy, and oh my God, that was delicious. That was definitely my favorite. This is really damn close. This is that close to knocking it off.
The finish on this is just awesome, man. Like you can take a sip of this and just enjoy it for a while. Like it's.
And this is why I'm glad we're doing this one by itself and not doing multiples.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling like if we do it individually,
I
think we're going to get better answers for what each flavor profile is because we're not doing it back to back. We're not comparing the other ones.
Yeah.
It's just let's see what this one's about. And I think this one so far has blown me away.
The other factor too in that is like when we sit down last year or earlier this year and did how many variants? We
had like 7.
Oh, I think it was more than that, man, because we had
we had all the variants.
We had the 1920, the 21, and then all the 21 variants, all the 21 variants.
Yeah, but we did the run one day and then we did the other ones. We didn't do it both. That'd be 12 beers, and there ain't no way us 3 were gonna make it through there.
No, we barely made it through that night of doing the variants. That was rough. So that's another big factor. Like you get 4 or 5 of these things open, you're in for a long night if you try to finish those things, even with 2 people.
But I don't think it's a fair way of rating each one because you're gonna have flavors from one linger over to the other. It's going to be, you're going to have intoxication levels that are going to change as you go through.
What's going to be interesting is if I am able to pull it off and get another one of those double toasted barrel Elijah Craig 21 variants, we do it all by itself. Because that was one of the last ones we did that night. And we were semi-emotional at how good it was.
I had legit tears, people. Legit tears. Where I was like, how much do we pay for this? I would gladly do it again. It was so good.
Nectar of the gods kind of stuff. So it's a 10. It's a 10. It's a OBS 10 on my sheet. What do you got, Travis? Is it a 10?
I'm going to go with, because I'm more of a stickler than you, I will not go to a 10. I will do a 9.5. 9.5. The only thing I would I wish that we could change this is the ABV. It is the lowest ABV out of this year's at 13.7. Even the base was like 14.9 or something like that. Like if with the way the head goes down and as boozy as it can taste with the sweetness and stuff like that, I thought it would be higher than that. And that's the only reason it's got a 0.5 less is because of the ABV.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it as simple as I possibly can so people can understand my profile. So I'm not doing half points, but
That's just my own.
You are welcome.
Like I stick with you with your
anyway.
score.
Yeah,
I'll stick with the OBS. I'll stick with the OBS.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about ABV, so that's where it loses the 0.5. That's it.
Okay, I got you. You can tweak it however you want to. I think it's important for people to understand what we're tasting, what we like, and then if they can mirror that, if they can find something that in our reviews that helps them select a beer, then that's what we're after. Mike, what do you got to score it at?
I'm kind of leaning towards Travis. I mean, it is delicious. I want to give it a 10, but to me, it's just a little too sweet. It's delicious. I highly recommend it if you can find it.
Yeah,
get it. But yeah, it is beyond anything. I don't know.
I can tell you, it's very sweet. It's way too sweet to chug.
Did you chug it?
Chug it.
Yeah.
This is a sipper, man. This is like the prairie beers. When I send those prairies out to everybody, they are super sweet. Like they are to me, some of the prairies are too sweet. This is right on the borderline of being too sweet.
Yeah, it's like it's diabetes almost in a glass.
I'm sticking with my 10. This is a beer that I will hunt. And I will be trying to dig these out and trade for it. This is better than the 2022 BDCS.
Oh, yeah?
It is.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, you know what, Jimmy?
I can get you some more, Jimmy. That's good.
Yeah. Us in Texas, I can get all the variants here in Texas. Like, there's a lot here.
Yeah,
so,
I got.
I will trade. I mean, this is better than the Ozark Beer Company.
No, I'm saying, like, I can get you this stuff.
Hey, Travis, I don't know if you. This is what I got. I got 3 of the base and 3 of each variant that I could. And I saw a couple of my guys coming back to the hotel. I said, "Hey, you boys want to see what $300 worth of beer looks like?"
And it's like one box, just.
But I got the coffee and I got the biscotti and I got this, obviously.
Between the BDCSs and the BCSs, I spent about $500 on Black Friday.
Ooh. So
I got a case and a half of the BDCS and I got a whole case of the BCS bases. So that runs a little bit.
I got 2 bases and 1 of each of the variants. That's all I got, and it was $110.
Oh.
Yeah, these
so
things
6 beers is $110.
And that's kind of where the ABV thing comes into play because these are expensive. These are $13 to $30 a piece. So
the Sir Isaac was for me. It was $26 for Sir Isaac.
I paid $24.99 on base at the Class 6 for each of the variants.
That's tax free, and it was still that price.
So here's the big difference between that and this. These are $7.99 a piece, and the only caveat is they're hard to get. You have to live here to get them, pretty much.
Yeah, you gave me one of those 2020s when we met in Nashville, and that is delicious. That's definitely at the top of my list for the barrel aged.
That was one. The first sip I took on camera, I couldn't deny it. I had the big Joker grin crack across my face. There was nothing I could do about it. Definitely the second best beer I think I've ever had. That first drink of that 2020 BDCS, it was awesome. I like it better than the 2020 BCS. I'm not afraid to say it.
Wow.
All right, Jimmy. We started out sober. We have nothing added to it. So we're talking about Sir Isaac BCS alone. Okay. Where does it rate on your stouts overall? Like, is it like top 2?
No.
Is it top 3?
It's a top 5. It's cracked my top 5. Yeah.
Okay.
It may be number 6. It may be like the number 6. This is awesome, and I get excited. I fall in love quick with beers, y'all. I'm sorry, I do. I
He's
fall
like,
in love hard.
oh, I love you, Goose Island.
I'm like I'm an Air Force vet, but I should have joined the Army because I fall in love quick, and I fall in love with these beers very fast. But this one is legitly. This is it's a top 10 beer. I'm going to say it would probably, if I had a comprehensive list, it would probably be about number 6. If I could just pull off every beer out of my mind and have the perfect memory of the flavor of every beer, this would probably fall about number 6. I love this beer, and I like this. Had this been my first barrel aged stout, it would have been even worse than the 2020. This is on par. This is on par with the 2020.
Which is your standard.
The 2020 is my standard. The
He's changing the standard.
The 2020.
No, I'm saying he said the 2020.
Yeah.
That is his standard. That's his reference for everything. So when he's saying this is on par,
yeah, my 2020 standard, and what I mean by that is this. There's a lot of good barrel-aged beers, but a great barrel-aged beer has to meet the standard of the BCS 2020. To go from a good, enjoyable barrel-aged beer to a great one that I will fall in love with, the 2020 BCS, that's that standard. That's what I'm talking about.
So this one is at that standard or above?
It is blown that standard. It has got this standard all day long. I love this beer. This is awesome.
Well, there you go.
All right, final thoughts. The Sir Issacs, the 2022 variant from Goose Island and the Bourbon County Stout line, amazing. They knocked it out of the park. I absolutely love this beer.
I'm feeling pretty good from it.
Top 10 beer for me, and I think I have probably 500 top 10 beers, but this is legitly a top 10 beer. I love this thing. I would drink it over and over and over again. If I had to choose between just having one beer to take with me on Mars, some space trip I wouldn't come back on, this would be on my list of beers.
If you had like 10.
Yeah, like if I had, because you got to have more than one, right? You would
know. NASA's a dick. They're like, no,
Yeah.
you only get one.
If there's only one, man, could you imagine making that choice?
I can. It'd be simple.
The double toasted barrel 2021 variant,
exactly,
all day long. But no, this is an awesome beer, and again, Mike. Man, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Blown away by this thing. I appreciate you guys.
This is amazing. Yeah, so it's definitely a top 10 for me, maybe top 5. But yeah, it's amazing.
Thank you guys very much for the official score. I give this a 10. Groovy gives it a 9.5. Mike also gives it a 9.5. Their only reserve was for the low ABV of 13.9%. Love y'all. We'll see you in the next video.
Love you.